Ready, all in. They're off. 7 of them break from the stalls for the Basti Equiworld Dubai Dante Stakes. This Group 2 prize over the extended mile and a quarter. In rear, the nose-banded War Rooms briefly needed hustling along. God's Window got away alertly today, light blue, and leads to Caviar Heights sitting close up in second, the yellow jacket. Then from the rail across, Al Musmak, Ancient Wisdom, and 3 wide Cambridge in the dark blue. A break of a couple lengths to the flashy white-faced chestnut Cambridge, who disputes last place, with War Rooms as they move their way on towards the end of the third furlong. And it's God's Window under Kieran Schumacher who lead the Dante field. Over Caviar Heights and Cambridge wide, Al Musmak under James Dorr, the green sleeves and cap. Within 3 lengths of the lead and racing upsides, Will Buick aboard Ancient Wisdom. Economics and War Rooms in the noseband remain the final duo. Past the 6 and into the turn. 5 lengths covering the field, and God's Window continues to dictate with Caviar Heights sitting at his quarters. Cambridge continues to have a wide trip. Al Musmak conversely cuts the corner, and sitting between that pair, Ancient Wisdom, Buick sitting motionless at this stage. Economics and War Rooms, the last duo into the straight. So on down to the final half mile in the Dante. It's been even pace, it's been a decent pace, and it's been set by God's Window. Caviar Heights is now within a half length. More sends Cambridge down the centre, a bit closer to come and press for the lead. Then Al Musmak Doyle crouching lower. Buick now asking Ancient Wisdom in the royal blue to try and close, but he's just being held in by Economics on the extreme left, who's moving up to mount a challenge. War Rooms on the right and the noseband is coming through. A lot of chances inside the 2. War Rooms extreme right, extreme left Economics. These 2 have now moved on. Cambridge weakens away. Al Musmak is beaten, and Economics has surged clear now, moving inside the furlong. 4, 5 lengths ahead and galloping still further clear. Economics under Tom Marquand for William Haggas and Isa Salman Al Khalifa. Oh, what a smart performance this in the Dante. Could he be Derby bound? He'd have to be supplemented. Economics wins well. Tight second, Ancient Wisdom and War Rooms, then Cambridge and God's Window.
The Basti Equiworld Dubai Dante has been won by Economics in devastating fashion for such an inexperienced horse. Tom Marquand, well done.
Thank you. Yeah. To be quite honest, I couldn't really believe it. Not in that I didn't believe him as a horse. I just thought he had so much to learn from Newbury, and like that was a mile, and obviously going up in trip was always going to help us. But you know, I popped him onto the back of William, and he had Ryan keeping him in that just bit of a pocket. And you think probably William had the tactical advantage the whole way around in that you're saving energy. So I was very aware that he was the one to keep an eye on, and but going towards the 3, Ryan just closed up and made sure that he couldn't move, and sort of I went to follow suit half a furlong after, and to be honest, I lit his fuse just to make sure that I stayed on top of that line Ryan was on, and he was he was electric. Like he closed up and did it a hell of a lot faster than I preempted, and ended up then trying to take a bit of a tug just to not hit the front too soon, which I still managed to do. But I think he's a very talented horse, and like I'd still say he's obviously learning on the job. The way when he hit the front, he just had a wander, but look, exciting in the future. He
was in the Derby, he's been taken out a lot because William was worried about the track. I wonder after that, might they be tempted again?
Look, I mean, Shaky says he's a very sporting kind of guy, and he loves his horse racing, and I'm sure him and William will be having deep discussions as to what the right plan is with him, but William doesn't usually get it wrong, and I'd say if that was his gut, he probably wouldn't stray too far from it. We knew, we hoped he was very good. He's proven that today, and listen, I'm sure whatever path they plot will be the right one by him.
Qualifies for a free entry into the Irish Derby, might be an option.
Yeah, look, absolutely. Look, we got an extremely talented front horse in our hands, and these are the ones we will work hard to find.
Took a bit of pulling up. There's a bit of blood in his nostrils. Were you aware of that?
Look, I suppose obviously there's been a few probably just not quite firing in exactly the way we want. Not underperforming by any means, but just not going out and finding something. So look, hopefully just like maybe an infection or something like that. But look, it wasn't a lot. He wasn't distressed. So you kind of hope, all right, one time thing maybe. Look, he felt none the worse for it, as you say. It was like trying to stop a train. So I'm sure he'll be all right.
Very well done.
Thanks, cheers.
The Basti Equiworld Dubai Dante has been won in terrific fashion by economics, trained by William Haggas. Mooring joins us now. That was fabulous for such an inexperienced horse.
Yeah, he was impressive. You know, he's come on obviously a lot from Newbury, and I thought he looked pretty good today. Yeah, look, you never at the end of the year will all be a lot wiser as to what he beat today, but you know, he beat that's sort of probably the best there is around at the moment. So you know, we'll see. But it was great, really good.
For a horse from Somerville Lodge to come here so lightly raced, obviously you believed that he was very smart at home.
Yeah, Williams always liked him a lot, and as you can see, he's a very big horse, and so he just needed time, and still in the last furlong there, he looked very babyish, and you know, had sort of a leg in every county, and I think there's still a fair bit of improvement there with, you know, as he races and he learns more about racing and becomes sort of more economical, really.
Everybody's going to be asking. He was in the Derby, he was taken out. There's only one Derby. Might he go back in, or you get a free supplementary for the Irish Derby for winning the Dante?
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to get him home and see how he is, and William and Jake and Sheikh Issa will discuss the options and work out what the best thing is to do. I'm not convinced he'll stay a mile and a half. You know, I think the more racing he does, he'll probably get sharper. I think a mile and a quarter is probably at the moment his trip. But he's a very nice horse, and we've just got to make sure that we allow him to fulfill his potential.
See, when Tom pulled up, there was a bit of blood in his nostrils. Was that a concern?
No, I think that's fine. I don't think that's not an issue.
Good. Well, it was so impressive. Very well done.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.